Stephen King's The Dark Tower was held by J.J. Abrams' Bad Robots production company, who have done for television Lost and Fringe, and for film Cloverfield and Star Trek, but they've returned the rights to Stephen King for The Dark Tower, and now Ron Howard, Brian Grazer and Akiva Goldsman are teaming up to tackle this fantasy western. The three are in discussions for a scenario to take place where the adaptation will begin as a movie of The Dark Tower and will be written by Akiva Goldsman and directed by Ron Howard, and it would lead to a television series which will be produced by Imagine, which is Ron Howard and Brian Grazer's production company, and in television they've done Lie to Me, Arrested Development and 24. The Dark Tower is a series of books written by Stephen King. The series incorporates themes from multiple genres, including fantasy fiction, science fantasy, horror and western elements. They describe a gunslinger and his quest towards a tower whose nature the books call both physical and metaphorical. King has described the series as his magnum opus. Besides the 7 novels that compose the series, many of the other books of Stephen King's relate to this film. He's got characters from his other horror films over the last decades that enter the Dark Tower, so it makes it a mammoth property to have. The story of the Dark Tower sees Roland Deschain, who's the last living member of a knightly order known as the Gunslinger, and the last line of Arthur Ald. The world he lives in is quite different from our own, yet it bears striking similarities to it. Politically organized along the lines of a feudal system, it shares technological and social characteristics with the American Old West, but it also has magical elements. Roland's quest is to find the Dark Tower, a fabled building said to be the nexus of all universes. The Dark Tower has 7 books. The Dark Tower was envisioned by Stephen King while he was in his teens, and it's his own take on spaghetti westerns and a tribute to the world of Tolkien, it's Lord of the Rings. So it's going to be really exciting to see what Ron Howard, Brian Grazer and Akiva Goldsman do with this property in terms of making it into a film, spanning it into television. I've always known how huge the Dark Tower property is of Stephen King, as well as all his other properties. But this one in particular, it's going to be interesting to see how they translate it.